What's good, everybody? This is Alex the One getting it done, your Latino extraordinaire, and today I'm live at location at Studio 424, and I have a very special guest in the building with me. Please go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. My name is Moe Parker. I'm a photographer, graphic designer, all-around creative person.
True photographer. She doesn't leave home without the camera. Look at that. She got the camera in her hand.
This is my security blanket for my anxiety and all that. Yeah.
Sure. So go ahead and tell the audience out there, how did you first get involved in photography?
Well, I have been taking pictures since, back in those days. Some people don't understand that, but those who do, I'm with you. So my father used to take pictures of our family. He documented everything. So it's like, I always enjoyed that, but they never said it could be a career. So when I came to Chicago and went to art school for graphic design, they were like, I took a photography class and fell in love with it. And my photography teacher was like, yeah, you should definitely pursue photography. I never understood like commercial photography and all, like that it was a career and you could do a lot of great things and see a lot of great things, even though we look at pictures every day.
Sure.
I never really realized that, there is a person that they get hired to do that. Yeah.
So I come from the era of disposable cameras. Now, I never considered myself a photographer, but when I did have that disposable camera, it was such a joy to take pictures with your friends. And one of the benefits we have today is we get to see our photos instantaneously, where in the past you had to get them developed 2 days, a week. Talk about that process of the as far as having access to your photos right away versus waiting in anticipation.
I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I kind of miss it, because it used to be like you had to catch it. Like you had to really think about what you were taking a picture of, how you were setting up, how your light was, everything. Now you can just spray. You can take 100 pictures, maybe one of them works.
Maybe one.
You used to have 27 pictures, 24, 27 if you had that green one.
Okay.
27 pictures, and you need to think about what you're going to use those 27 pictures on. Let somebody accidentally click your pictures. You'll have an attitude.
Put a finger in there.
You'll have an attitude for a week. Like,
yes.
You wasted my picture. As you're waiting for it to come back, and it's that one with just the finger in the way.
So when did you realize that you had a gift for photography?
Ooh, I knew that I've always been one of those people that see the world kind of different. Like you'll be looking at, and I'll see something whole different than what you see. So it's like I wanted to capture that. So like 2009, art school, and I was like, oh, I want to do this, and I want to show people how I see the world. So that's kind of how, it made me want to just capture as many moments, because I want to be a part of history.
Yes.
I want to be able to leave something for the people beyond me. If that makes sense. When I'm not here, my little time is here is going to be okay. But there's people that Gordon Parks, he took pictures hundreds of years ago, and it's just like, those moments. I want to capture our history.
So walk me into, you have a photo shoot, or walk us through your eyes. When you scan a room, what's the first thing you look for? What are some of the key things? You mentioned lighting was important.
Yeah.
Walk us through that process. So
I'm going to walk it. Say we walk in this room, I'm going to be like, okay, there's a lot of light here. However, that ambiance looks nice over there. So it's like, I'm going to look for, in my mind, it's going to frame out a picture. Oh, what looks interesting? Yeah, because some pictures you can, if your background is interesting enough, you can put any subject in it, so that's what I'm kind of looking for. Sometimes it's like, oh, I can make something in that hole. I just got to put a person there, because I see things in shapes sometimes, rather than I have some friends that, like, I've done some people that, I don't know, you know what boudoir photos are?
No, I do not.
That's like the lingerie and the half, and it's like, people are like, how do you do that? Not like, I was like, because I see shapes. I'm not ogling anybody. I just see the shape of your body. It doesn't fit into the picture properly, rather than seeing your face necessarily. So, yeah.
Okay. What are some of the most requested photos people have? Like, do they want you to capture their face with a blurry background? Do they want them to get the head to toe? Do they want them just to catch them naturally, acting as they would?
I enjoy catching people naturally. because those are the pictures that when they come back or I show them, they see them on, they're like, oh my God, I didn't even know that, you know, because people get real nervous when you put a camera in their face. And they're just like, even if they're a person that you look on their social medias, they do selfies all day. As soon as you stick a camera in their face, they're just like, what am I supposed to do? I don't know. So the most requested is like, I do a lot of musicians. So for their artwork and their promotional material and stuff.
So I get this question asked whenever I interview photographers. Some people think the smartphones are awesome.
They are.
They have great cameras. They take great pictures. Some people, because they think they take pictures off their smartphone, they're a photographer. What is the difference between your amateur person such as myself doing that off a cell phone versus someone who invested in a professional camera and also invested the time to do the editing?
I got the same knowledge as the camera, as their phone. You know, like, yes, you can point and shoot, but say the light is off. You know, sometimes like you'll get in a weird place and it'll just make you dark. You can't go in there and change that. However, I know if I open up the aperture and turn down, that I can fix and get the light back where it's at. So I think that's just trial and error. I'm not mad at the people that do this phone stuff. I can't really take a good phone picture. It's the weirdest thing. Like you would think, because I'm thinking too much.
Oh, that's what it is.
And with a phone picture, all you gotta do is take and shoot. But I'm thinking, okay, the variables, okay, how do I get this to, and it's too much. So I'm not mad at them, but for them to call themselves the same photographer, you know, they're artists. There's some people that take better phone pictures than I know people that take camera
actual pictures.
My gosh, but they also took the time to learn all the backgrounds of it.
What is your favorite type of picture to take?
Sports. Like I really like MMA. Like I do MMA stuff.
Okay.
So like I have a guy that's fighting at the Horseshoe on the 9th. I love being cage side. It gives me life, honestly. So sports portraits are my favorite.
Okay. And when it comes down to the editing process, talk about that process. Is it like an all day thing? Or are you able to do it within a few minutes?
There are people that can do it, and I'm not one, because I gotta see it how I see it in my head. Like, because sometimes I can take the picture and it may not look like that in the camera, but I see exactly what I already want out of it, and it takes a little while tweaking and getting that together. Okay.
All right. So we are, I did mention, at Studio 424. You recently became a member, is that correct?
I did. I'm about a month in. I'm very excited for the possibility.
Okay. Can you talk to us about the journey so far?
So far I've done two photo shoots here. I came here and just vibed out for a little while. And I think here there's such a possibility of growth because like there's a community of people that, you know, iron sharpens iron type thing. Sure. Like sometimes you're in a rut, but creatively, if it's so many creatives just running around, you may have an idea that you can bounce off of them, and that's going to bring you more inspiration. And there's so many different amenities here. It's like, oh, I always said I wanted to do a podcast. Well, you can go downstairs and do a podcast. Oh, you know, I thought it would be cool to get a sky shot. Oh, you can go upstairs on the roof, the deck, you know, like, oh, I want to do a photo shoot. Oh, there's that. There's green screen back there. You know, I've been really thinking about doing voiceovers, a recording studio. There's anything creatively that you kind of want to do, you can do here.
That sounds amazing. So talk to the audience. If they want to participate, book you for a session. You mentioned a lot of great things, and I'm sure they might want to do all those things in the same day.
Right. Like, I don't feel like creativity should be put in a box. So one day I may wake up and I feel like I'm going to be an author. The next day, most people know me as a photographer, but if you really know me, I do a lot of things. Okay.
So they want to book you to do a roof shot. They want to book you to capture the picture as they're doing a podcast. They want you to take a photo of them as they're shooting pool. They have a pool table upstairs, or just lounging and having fun with some of their friends. How can they reach you?
You can reach me either on Instagram at It's Moe Parker. That's probably your fastest way to get in touch with me. You can also go to www.moparker.net. That's me. There's a lot of different ways. I'm on all the socials. Just Moe Parker. You can find me.
All right. Any words of inspiration for anyone who wants to pick up a camera one day and do what you do?
Don't get discouraged by where you're at right now, because you can learn anything. YouTube University is a real thing.
It is.
And I think people like they get discouraged because you're looking at somebody that's been doing it for years and you just started. If you could somehow find their pictures when they started, you're probably off to a better start because the equipment is just better now. You don't have to think as much now. So yeah, never let anybody slow down your creativity. If you see it in your mind, figure out how to make it happen.
One more time, drop your socials for them.
So Instagram at Moe Parker and in Moe Parker everywhere else.
Okay. All right, Moe Parker, thank you so much for this interview. Looking forward to see the growth and the possibilities here at Studio
thank you very
424. Very excited for you. If you guys want to book your next photos shoot, make sure to reach out to her via Instagram, social media, you name it. This is the place to be. There's a lot of possibilities. Hey, you can think it, she'll make it happen. Right?
I can. There's a lot of creative people here, so come on down.
Yes. Till next time, y'all. This is Alex, the one getting it done, your Latino extraordinaire, signing off.